G'day, we're here at the DF65 Global World Championships here at Sweden, and just going in for a start. This is race number 4. We have a heat system running at the moment, so this is one of the heats of race number 4. Interesting to watch number 51, which is John Tushingham. He's started quite well. Also 115 from Sweden, that's Magnus. Also 260 from Sweden, that's Bobo. 127, that's Ole, and also Nick from Australia. What you see here is the breeze has increased in strength. This is the afternoon, so it's getting a little bit more breezy. It's blowing from the south. There's a shift which is coming off the near side bank, so that's favouring those people who are sailing out to the left hand side, and as you can see 5-1 has benefited from that shift. The locals obviously know where the shifts are, as they've made sure that they're on the left hand side at the moment. But yeah, it's about picking those shifts and lifts and going fast. Chops has increased since this morning. It was quite light, and it was relatively flat. We're on the Baltic Sea. You can see there in the distance we've got the Swedish flags flowing, and yeah, it's a very nautical place here. Terrific sailing out on in Sweden for the globals. Going up for the top mark. It's 2 sausages and a windward finish. So race is around about 12 minutes long. So it's a good length. What you see here is the breeze has shifted, and there's been a little bit of a shift to the right hand side, which has favoured 5-1 in particular, going across to the right hand side and picking up a shift. And he's going around, I think it's 5-1. Yep, he's going around. That's from Great Britain. That's John Tushingham going around in first place. Followed by 260. That's Bobo from Sweden. With the 77, that's Ole from Sweden coming through. Just looking at these numbers, hard to see. I think 115, that's Magnus coming through, and they're all running down to the bottom mark. You can see it's all A+ rig today. There seems to be a nice little breeze down the right hand side of the course. Well, we're running down, it's on the right hand side, so you can see 115. Little bit of local knowledge here. 115's coming in here with 260. Coming down this it seems to be a breeze line down this near side. One is also, well, that's 115. So they've benefited from coming down here on the close side and picking up a bit of a breeze line there and coming back in. So in the lead, there's been a change of the lead. So in the lead now, it's 115, followed by 260, followed by 77. 5-1 has decided to go out onto the right-hand side of the course, which hasn't favoured a lot of boats, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. But he's tacked back now and trying to cover the fleet, or at least get back in line with the fleet. We've got 127 coming through, 30. I think it's 38. So the fleet's making its way back up. It's a really well set course at the moment with a good work to windward. There is a bit of a chop coming through here, so it's about really maintaining your speed through here. And 5-1 in particular has done extremely well, maintaining his speed and going pretty quick. He's got his boom set out a fair bit, so he's moving pretty quickly with that boom setting out a little bit further than the rest of the fleet, enabling him to move quickly through the water. It'll be interesting to see if those boats which have gone right across to starboard onto the right hand side of the course benefit from this. 7-4 in particular has sailed quite well up that right hand side of the leg. You can see 5-1 is still ahead, and at least 5 or 6 boat lengths ahead at this particular point in time. You can see there's some nice ships going past the fleet. We've got 69 boats sailing today, and we've got a large number of overseas contingents, people travelling from way over in Australia, which is a 30-hour trip to get here. So well done to those guys who've made the trip. It's like a stealth boat in the distance there, watching the big racing. That boat's at the other end of the spectrum, no doubt. But they're enjoying the sailing. They've stopped there for a bit of a view. They're curious about what's happening out here on the Baltic Sea at the moment. Going up for the top mark. You can see there that the boats are have got their sheeting a little bit further out to maintain some boat speed through this chop. Very important. 5-1's sailing particularly well with this in these conditions. That's John Tushingham from England, a legend in the sport. Followed by 115. That is Magnus from Sweden. There's a few Swedish people coming through now. 260, that's Bobo from Sweden. 77, which is Ollie from Sweden, with the rest of the fleet coming through. Very competitive sailing here. Very enjoyable out there. Got a very good race committee and chairman organising all of this. So the venue is terrific. And it's a particularly fair breeze for all competitors, so it's really testing their ability to sail through this chop at the moment. But as you can see, the Swedish are coming down on this close edge here again, with 115 and 127 not taking the fastest route, but clearly there's a bit more breeze on this side. You can see 5-1's a bit further in. And 5-1's still well ahead at this particular point in time. He's decided to take the closest buoy this time, following the fleet from last time. Doesn't want to risk making too many variations from the overall fleet. 77 looks like he's taking the right-hand side of the course. There you've got a really good picture of the setup on 5-1. You can see he's got a marsh rake of around about 942, 943 thereabouts. He's got he's running his boom out at around about 18 to 20. He's got a relatively flat foot on his mainsail, which is interesting, but fairly tight leech, which is giving him a little bit more pressure. So in the rougher stuff, he's running it out a bit further. There's 1115, 115. That's Magnus, and with the rest of the Swedish mob, the contingent coming through. You can see here there's a bit of local knowledge here. The The Australian, which is 22, which is Nick Jerwood from Australia, is battling to keep up with the Swedes at the moment. But they know where to sail. They're sailing up on the inside left hand of the course, getting that breeze and that pressure, that additional pressure, and sailing pretty fast. But you can see here that John is also covering them fairly tightly at this stage. John hasn't had a good start to the series, with a couple of fifths and sixths coming through. But this is obviously he looks to be winning this race, and it looks like this will be one which he can keep for the final results. So coming through now, we've got 5-1 going up to the finishing line. Looks like 115, that's Magnus from Sweden, will be in second place. There's four Swedish boats which will be in second, third, fourth and fifth place, with the Australian number 22, that's Nick Jerwood, coming through in sixth place. Great sailing out on the Baltic Sea out here. You can see there's a number of boats coming through. It doesn't seem to be affecting these guys too much. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as we have lots of information and content on how to make your boat go faster. There is a DF Master Class, and interestingly, we have had a number of the competitors who are at the top end of the fleet who participated in the Master Class, doing extremely well, and they're actually contenders for taking out this World Championship at this particular point in time. So well done to those guys who participated in the Master Class, and it looks like it's working for you at this particular point in time. Anyway, that's it from me. Look forward to seeing you on the water. Bye for now.